Hi Sagittarius, here we are almost mid-April to your reading. Let's find out what April has in store for you, what's been going on, what's important for you to know. And I'm doing things a bit differently, big shock, if any of you guys have been watching at all. So I'm introducing the Mudras, and that's basically like hand connection to your energy in order to bring in and or push out anything that you don't want. So it's going to be really helpful. I've really quite enjoyed using them myself personally. I'm trying to find the camera because I have a new phone and this whole thing is a hot mess. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, where? Okay. Somewhere yonder. I don't know. If I don't look at you, it's because I have no idea where the camera is. Here we go. All right, so Mudras for Sag. What is it Sagittarius needs for the month of April? Anything that could be really helpful, that's going to inspire them, encourage them, anything. For my incredibly smart, why is this here? How did you sneak in there? We'll use you later. I think for my smart Sagittarius friends, what's going on with them? Okay. I heard the word yoni, and that's, it could be a name, I suppose, but it's definitely not what came to mind. So if you know what that is, if that pertains to you, then that's a specific message for you. First mudra out is awakening. Okay. And this one is Ultra Body Mudra. Uttarabodhi. Who knows how to pronounce that? You guys probably do. But anyways, with this mudra, it assists with mental clarity, inspiration, awakening, and truth. Benefits: it directs breath to heart, chest, and ribs, assists the immune system, it cultivates stability, inspiration, and insight. Instructions: interlace the fingers of both hands with the tips of the thumb touching and pointing downward. Extend the index fingers upward, touching them together. Bring the hands close to the heart center. Lengthen the spine and relax your shoulders. So because I definitely am a picture person, we'll start with this. Like this. And here we go. So I don't know if that makes sense. Interesting. Tips of the thumb are touching, pointing downward, extend index fingers upward. Yep, it's these two that need to be like so, while your thumb gets rotated in a down position. Hopefully that makes kind of sense to you. And then here we go. But it's really interesting because I distinctly heard the word yoni. And that has to do like with the female sexual organs and all that fun stuff. But anyways, I don't know. I just heard it. Don't kill the messenger. So we're going to go ahead and do this mudra. Divine knowledge and inspiration awaken my highest truth. And I'm going to go ahead and breathe into it. So again, and your thumbs go down something like this. Divine knowledge and inspiration awaken my highest truth. Let's breathe into it and breathe out. And feel the energy. Again. Breathe out. Divine knowledge and inspiration awaken my highest truth. One last time. Divine knowledge and inspiration awaken my highest truth. Okay. I'm going to take one more for you because I'm doing 2 for all the signs. Unless you get a blatant chakra card and then you get more. We're letting spirit lead. This is how we do Sag. So what's going on for Sagittarius? Okay, I'm taking this one too. So harmony. And I can't help but just feel like there's something sexual about you guys. You guys are thinking about sex, having a lot of sex, wanting to have sex. Maybe you're going like quarantine crazy and you've been like locked up for so long that pretty much all of us are fragmented in our relationships. But maybe you're thinking about that, because even this sign kind of reminds me of the pelvic area. Interesting. And I have not had that. I don't have sex on the brain per se right now, but now I do. So who knows? But if it pertains, if the message fits, then great. But if it doesn't, ignore it, toss it out, no big deal. So I'm getting the Harmony Mudra, and it's Tremurta Mudra. For better pronunciations, Google is your best friend. Okay, not this girl. So this is all about harmony. And let's see what this says. I'm going to let you look at it while we discuss here. I hate that this, I'm going to have to like flip the camera around so you guys can actually read it, or I'll just pop it on screen for you. Assist with life's transitions, equanimity, balance. Okay, benefits: help with menopause, fertility, and pelvic issues. What the hell, see? Cultivates emotional balance and support, harmonizes change. Instruction: hold your hands in front of the pelvis facing downward. Touch the thumb tips together. Connect the index finger to form a triangle. Rest the hands on the lap, palms facing inward. Lengthen spine and relax your shoulders. Now I'm going to breathe into this, and then I'm going to go ahead on the exhale and breathe to you. The focus is balance and harmony accompanying all of my transitions. Balance and harmony accompany all my transitions. So maybe you guys are having a major transition. Menopause is a major transition. What do you know about that, right? I'm just actually semi-kidding. I've been like menopausal in my 30s, so big deal. To me, it's not news. And for those of you, if I have any of the young people watching, it's better old than dead. That's what I always say. I used to tell my son that all the time, because he would be like, Mom, you're so old. I'm like, two things, kid. One, your dad is older than I, and two, better old than dead, right? So with this mudra, we're going to breathe into this. So go ahead and get your hands positioned like so. I'll try to demonstrate to the best of my ability. We're doing this, and you kind of want to, put it by your stomach area, I guess. So breathe in. Balance and harmony accompany all of my transitions. To transition, things are changing for you. Breathe in and out. In and out. Balance and harmony accompany all of my transitions. Every single one of them, I am balanced and harmonious. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Okay. That was a mudra. I can feel the energy. I hope that you guys feel it. Drop me a line. Let me know if you can please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm like almost like care. Can you just care, please, Sag? So I want to tell you, like, everywhere that I'm looking, I just see like female genitalia. I don't know why. Okay, but that's not the intent of these cards. Now this card was mixed in with my mudras. And it was because I separate them and I attach them at the end of every reading so you guys can look at them yourselves. So I'm taking this because I had no intention of having that in the deck. It came out for you. I feel like this is like an image of a saint. And I feel like you're getting a lot of crown chakra messages, your own messages. And I feel like maybe the saint is like burning from the outside in or the inside out. I'm not sure how that goes. But if you look at it, he looks like so much raw meat, but he's being like opened up into the unknown. And I feel like many of you guys are achieving enlightenment like this. It reminds me of the meat suit that Lady Gaga did, okay? Anything like that. But I think that once this person like takes it off, they're going to be pure light and illumination and illuminated. And that could be something for some of you as well. Not everybody is woke or awakened or has any desire to do so. I'm just going to say that, you know, maybe some of you are getting woke, and that's going to be a big transformation. It's a big transition. And so with that last mudra that we did, that's going to really help you balance and actually support these transitions, whether you're a young person leaving for college, whether you're just breaking up with a partner, whether you're leaving a marriage or marriage is leaving you, you know, whatever the case may be. And I'm not laughing. I mean, that happened to me. That's what that laugh was about. I'm like, marriage left me. I'm like, okay, bye, I guess. What else can you do about life? But like, try to be graceful in all of its transitions. So if you're undergoing menopause, this is going to help support you. Again, that's how it's going to go. And you guys, I'll attach this at the very end of your reading so that you can actually focus better for yourself, and look them up if you want the good pronunciation and such. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and because that spirit card came out, I'm going to go ahead and just flip the order that I'm doing things. Message from spirit, please. What about Sag? I mean, they're undergoing like major transformation, transitions, whatever they're going, whatever changes in their lives, please. Please help us to support them and show me what this is. I'm hearing death and rebirth, a lot of changes, resurrecting old things that you thought, you thought that you had left behind. I'm getting confirmation on the back of my crown chakra. And to me, like, this is like you're getting messages, almost like maybe you have put the spiritual, your spiritual side aside, for lack of a better way to put it. I'm getting so much energy that I'm gonna hang on to my crystal here for a minute. I feel like once upon a time you got your own messages and they were coming in a little bit stronger and clearer, and for whatever reason you decided to not listen anymore or to go a different route. Okay, you just didn't want to deal with it. Or maybe it could be like some of us, you know, once upon a time I joined a church and it was awesome, and I learned so much of what I needed to learn about myself and about how to raise a child and how to be a mom. I feel like church really helped me of how to become a really good mom, but it really did not help me in connecting with spirit in a personal way. I mean, and this is my own experience. I mean, that was involvement in a cult, actually. Maybe someday I will tell you that story. But for now, you know, positive and negative and everything, that was part of my transition. So, and fast forward, here we are today. I'm trying to get my own messages, listening to spirit, and I'm really trying to use my gifts to be able to share with other people what it is that can really help and benefit them. So perhaps you joined a church and that was not encouraged, or you decided you got spooked and that isn't for you, or whatever the case may be. But here we are. So look, this comes out for you. Now this came out in the Leo reading, and I just want to tell you, I love this card because this is all about gestation. I feel like you're getting your own messages. How does this not feel similar, you guys? Look at this. This is about something being birthed right now, about changing, about a transition, about something that was like raw and painful. Being transformed is something even more, not even more, but transformed into something that's like beautiful and usable and of service. Okay, so I feel like, Sag, you could be in a period of time that you're utilizing your pain, your grief, the things that you've undergone, and you're almost like shedding that skin, coming out of that. And this is a great period of gestation. I'm getting a ton of energy again on my crown chakra. So for those of you that are experiencing it, I want to tell you, you have really incredible, beautiful things to offer the world, to offer your friends, your loved ones, your family, and I'm excited for you. I do want to say that I totally understand. I don't understand. I can empathize with you on the pain factor and on the, I'm hearing even brutality of what you've undergone. For some of you, being brutalized, and if that's the case, I'm very, very sorry for that. I'm definitely an empath, and I can catch those vibes and get into that zone easily. So I'm a little bit familiar with things like that. But I want to tell you that Spirit is saying, look, this is a gestation period. It is a pause. We are collectively holding our breath to see what happens next, depending on whatever it is you believe in. But, you know, society's definitely decided that we are locked down. If you had talked to the collective, meaning all of us, 3 years ago, and said there's going to be a major lockdown and your life is going to be instructed, you are going to be told when it's okay to go out, told when it's okay to socialize, told when it's okay to hug and love your families, you would have been like, you lady are off your rocker. I'm going to tell you, I did not have that precognition. I probably would have gone and lost my mind, frankly. But look at where we're at now. So nothing is really off limits, but I feel like you're burning away old things, old pains, old notions, old ideologies, old ideas, and you're really in a gestation period. You're not speaking to anyone. I'll post this card at the very end of your reading also. I'm going to put them all up there for you so that if you have any curiosity, you're going to go ahead and look if you so care to do so. Now, I want to tell you, look at all the flowers blooming on top of this person's head. And so I feel like you're getting, it's almost like, I feel like this mudra, okay? I forget what it's called, but I think it's like unconditional love, I think, or unconditional unity, something like that. But it's one of my favorite to do because it's like the lotus flower. And I feel like you are getting so much love back from your ancestors, from spirit. I think that you're feeling adored, elevated. I think that you are very protective. Look at how she's holding her belly, just like a pregnant lady. Anytime we've been pregnant, we hold our bellies and we're just very protective about that. It is a cosmic egg, okay? And I think, look at this, this beautiful, it's almost like halos. And if you look, this beautiful light here that a lot of the traditional saints have in the pictures and stuff like that. But it's I want to feel like the word that I'm hearing is rever. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to look at a rever. I'm gonna say it the way I think, but it's not the right way. Reverberate, like reverberate. I don't know what that word is, but it's basically, it just keeps coming at you almost like a sound wave, okay? And I feel like you're getting your own messages. I'll look it up and like pop it up right in there, hopefully, for you to see what I meant to say. Don't hear what I just said right now. It's totally what I meant to say. So you're getting your own messages, and I feel like these things are coming kind of like sound waves, not like a sonic boom, but you're getting quite a bit of them, and it's blooming in your mind. And I feel like your third eye can also be blooming, meaning that it is opening like a lotus flower. It is opening, it is helping you to see things that you've never seen before in a way that you never have seen them before. And that's very, very beautiful. More messages from the ancestors, please. For my Sag friends, some of you guys can be feeling like you're walking through this like tunnel, like maybe getting tunnel vision, like a little bit stuck on what it is you're undergoing through your transformation. That's perfectly okay. I want you to know that support is here for you. Your tribe, your team, people that you maybe haven't seen in a long time, it doesn't make a difference. We are all here for you. Sag, I want you to know that regardless, your spiritual team is here for you, of course, and your ancestors. So what else do we have to know for Sag, please? This is probably one of the deepest readings. Look. So I feel like here you have an ancestor that's assisting you with an awakening. And I'm not saying that you were not awake, you weren't woke, but things are even more, excuse me, blooming in your mind. Specifically, your third eye is really just like taking off. This is going to look gross, but sorry. This drink is, I do a lot of like different drinks. It's not mixed drink or anything, but it's a basil seeds and a little bit of mango juice and a lot of water basically, and that green powder stuff that helps you have energy. That's plant-based. Chlorella, not chloroform, but chlorella, something like that. Anyways, not that you guys asked. So this ancestor is really helping your third eye wake up to bloom. And I feel like also because it's so beautiful, I think that you're looking at the world differently. Sag, I feel like you're looking and you're getting these ideas and it's popping for you. And you realize that even though this is a time of gestation, that you're just kind of like gathering your bearings and undergoing this massive experience, that eventually this is something that the world's going to see in you, that you're going to be able to give to the world. And maybe you're even like, oh my goodness, I don't even want to deal with that. And you know what? Been there, done that. That's all I have to say about that. I'm going to pull one more card on this spirit deck, and then we'll get into what it is that you guys are experiencing, okay? Sag, what is going on for my Sagittarius friends? You guys, if you can like, share, comment, subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. That would be great. Yeah, that would be great. Oh, wow. Check this. This one I've never gotten before. Get out of here. It's stuck with 2 of them. Okay. So apparently we're into really long readings right now. Look at this. Okay. Look at the skeleton. It reminds me of Dia de los Muertos. It reminds me of all those festivities. But if you look, it's almost like this guy has a hook in front of his face. Interesting. Now, doesn't this remind you of something else that we talked about? Look at the position of the hands. I'm going to just show you right now. You see for yourself. Look at his hands are almost in this position. I'm just going to put that out there, okay? I love that. I love the reinforcing of the messages that we've been getting. So, I want to feel like some of you guys can have been feeling like cursed genetically. I know that sounds really weird. It's 1 or 2 people. But some of you guys feel like maybe you can have children, haven't been able to have kids, or something about the birthing process, birthing something, maybe even a business. But most of you guys, I'm talking about like real flesh and blood kids, and you've had a problem, and you could feel like your mind is a little bit ensnared in, like, I just kind of feel cursed, okay? Whenever I see like these crosses, more like an X type thing, that to me is almost like feeling cursed. I don't know if you can see it way down here, but that is my personal message. Think that you are illuminated by, like, you know what you want. There's a good need for you to clear your auric field. Look at all the black on the auric field. So I'm going to say not only recommend sage and palo santo, which are your traditional, usual things, but dear Sag, there is such a thing as like haciendo una limpia, doing a cleansing for yourself. So it's good to cleanse our own energy. I don't like usually do stuff like this on camera, but it's really good to cleanse our own energy. Not just with sage, and sage is beautiful, I'm not knocking it, and not just with palo santo, but doing an actual limpia, and don't burn yourselves like I just did. Doing a natural limpia with an egg, and so that's going to really help some of you. If that's something of interest, maybe, I don't know, do a comment and I'll make a video on it. You guys probably know how to do it. But I did have a friend of mine teach me a better and deeper way of how to do a limpia, and it's basically taking each individual ingredient and blessing it, and I love that idea. You know, it's kind of like you can make your own holy water type of idea. So I'm just trying to get a little bit more cleanse. My aura's cleaner. Anyways, that's for some of you. The next one, because it came stuck together. Look at this. I love this. Okay, this is blooming. This is transformation. And look at this. This is even, I still feel the pelvis area, but here we go. This is even people kind of like holding hands while you walk through it. This is you feeling like you are, some of you are undergoing like a new rebirth, looking at things with different eyes, different emotions, different type of understanding that you've never understood before. You're listening, and you have this like tree, this baston, this staff, okay? It's almost like he's using a tree branch for a staff, and it's not like cleaned off or anything. It's just all natural, which is really beautiful. But on top of the crown, on top of the mind right here is all about these things are growing. And live things are growing in your mind, okay? So I feel like it's taking you down different routes and different opportunities that you've never seen before. You yourself are evolving, and that's why I feel like you're undergoing like a rebirth, okay? So again, I'm not saying that you weren't spiritual. I feel like you're getting woke in a different way. I feel like you're looking at eyes completely different. We're going to see where this goes, okay? Now we're going to get into these other cards, and I'll post up all those cards for you guys to look at as well. Just those. Now, these guys are my, what are these called? The zombie deck, okay? These are my zombie decks, and I love them. They are perfect for what is going on to me in society right now anyways. So, here we go. What's going on, please, for my Sag friends? What is going on with all transformations, with the rebirthing, with the pelvic area? We just want more details, please. Anything that's helpful, anything that's going to be accurate, that's going to uplift anyone that is watching right now. Okay, Ace of Hazards. You want a new beginning. Somebody wants a new beginning with you. You've received an offer. You're going to receive an offer. Or perhaps you yourself are the one making the offer, okay? So I want to say this is a very substantial offer. Sorry, due to my dental device, I can't even talk anymore. I feel like I'm just talking sometimes like gibberish, or I can't even use my words. But I'm going to say that this is something that you're reaching for. You want substance. You want something that's going to yield a benefit to you, okay? And you're being the Queen of Swords right now. You're super intellectual. You're ready to cut off anything that does not serve. Look at that. But I feel like you have a few tricks up your sleeve. This lady, not only is she armed to the hilt, and she looks kind of harmless. Like if you look from here, the quintessential granny, but total badassery. Don't make mistake. Nobody's going to be messing with Sag right now. I think there's even a couple of beers at her feet. This reminds me of one of my boyfriends. His grandmother used to love to sit in her little chair and watch baseball. And I would come over, and she would like have these like little routines that she would do. I'd come over and she would be drinking a beer, and I remember just being kind of like shocked and mystified by it and just a little bit like amazed. I don't know why it was so amazing to me, but she would just kind of sit in her little chair, and she was, you know, up there in age. She had to be in her, I don't know, 70s, somewhere around there. Hi, honey bunny. I have my dog watching me. But I feel, Sag, that you have a few tricks up your sleeve. Look at this trap, and you're willing to protect yourself. You know what to put around you to protect yourself as well, and I love that for you. So let's see what else is going on. I think that you can cut through all the BS. You're not one that anyone is going to mess with. I think that your words can be sharp at times. I don't feel like that's who you are by nature, but when you're protecting you and your loved ones, hell yeah, you are. And good for you. Sag, what do we have going on with Sagittarius? I know, I'm sure my eyes are all like crazy because I can't look at the camera and verify if it's the right direction. Anyways, the number 11 can mean something to you. I'm really connected to 11. Right now it's 11:01 as I'm filming this. So that can have some kind of a meaning. Look up angel number 111 and see if that means anything to you. Moving on. I'm taking that one because it tripped. Justice. Okay. So you could be looking at justice. You could be looking at, I want things to be fair, to be just, to be right. You're going to use your brain more than your heart. Okay. You could be, if you're involved in litigation or any court systems right now, I feel like, I feel you like gritting your teeth, some of you. I almost feel like this person gritting their teeth on that bone to balance the scales. As much as you want to, like you have the heart, you can't be using your heart really during this situation. I'm getting, read the fine print. Read the fine print, you guys, of anything that you sign. Any documents, things like that could have bearing here. I want you to look at this. I feel like these are almost mudras. It's almost like, I personally like to do these too. I'm sitting on the floor and I call it mudras with dogs because my dogs come and start licking my hands. But anyways, I sort of feel like there is a little bit of a nod to that as well. So where else do we go? I do see some fighting, tug of warring. Maybe this is causing you some drama with your inner self, with other people. Could be two people fighting over something. Usually when you go to court, you're fighting over something, right? Whether it's time with your kids, whether it's money, whether it's both, lawsuits, whatever the case may be. Okay, so for Sag, why is this Justice card here? Why is their soul calling for justice? Two of Cups. Maybe you want justice in a partnership. You want people to see exactly how you see, how you feel. Not exactly, but you want that vibe, that same juiciness of like, I get you, you get me. I'm not crazy. We want that validation. But more than that, we want to be in the flow with someone that they can just look at us and go, yeah, I totally get you. And you know, totally get them back. Hi, okay. I'm taking that jump card. Four of Wands here is for you as well. Four of Wands is present. That's all about your home, about balancing things out in your home, about making it stable. I don't feel like you want anything that's unreasonable and outlandish, but you want something that's going to be happy in a home. The four corners, the four directions of the earth are indicated. The number 4, stability. Also a nod to the Emperor, I feel. And the Emperor could be a bit dogmatic, wanting things his way, her way, leaving no room for anyone else. Okay, so I don't know if you're kind of thinking, okay, this is how it goes. You do it my way or the highway. I'm not going to compromise. I don't know. Or someone did that to you. Then I have the Judgment, okay? And I love, this is one of my all-time favorite cards in this deck. I feel like... if you look back here, this little sir right here sitting at a computer, maybe a modern day laptop, this one right here is the button ready to push, right, to fire. And then we have your projectile. And look at all these people just standing there totally unaware. They're already dead. I feel like it's going to blow their brain. It's going to just go ahead and kind of finish them off. They're walking dead anyways, right? And I can't help but feel like that has a lot to do with what is going on today. That's just my personal feeling. That's my personal feeling. I've been thinking that we're running around like zombies, doing what we're told. And what's really going on, when it gets revealed, will blow everybody's mind. I think it's on a scale that we never would have thought. But you know what? Why don't we think about that? Yeah, here's, look, the Emperor. I just talked about him a second ago. Hang on. Why don't we think about that? When we think about societies that really made themselves extinct, I think about Mayans and all sorts of other civilizations that really outdid themselves in some way, shape, or form, or were like decimated. And I sort of feel like we're, you know, consciously doing that. Not us, but I feel like people are doing that in order to really gain control, in order to do things the way they want to do. When you think about it in the big scheme of things, you know, if you don't own your house, but the bank owns your house until it's paid off, how many of us don't ever have like a misstep or don't trip? Very few. And for you to spend all of your years working to have something that you believe is totally yours, your home, and yet all of a sudden it gets taken from you because you can't make your payments or whatever. Then you work, let's say even it just happened like 5 years. Okay, well, I worked 5 years for nothing so you can have a home because it's not mine, the bank owes it, things like that. Same thing with a vehicle. I just think that we've really dedicated and put our time, love, energy, effort, attention, focus into things that really doesn't cultivate spirituality, doesn't cultivate unity as families, doesn't encourage bonding, doesn't encourage you to have any downtime, the ability to really think for yourself. We've been on autoplay for a long time. And in the end, it's almost like we're working for the man, right? Because all of these things we don't even own. It's banks own them, and we keep kind of like spinning our wheels to get there. And you know, I love those people that like pay off their home early and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with owning a home. I'm just putting that out there that in the end, a lot of, you know, a high percentage of those people wind up giving it back to the bank for whatever reason. And it's interesting because I feel like in the big scheme of things, you just wind up kind of like working for a dream or something like that, that even if you do pay your home off, 1, 2, 3 generations later, that home is gone. It's been sold. Your descendants don't really care about it. It's just odd, the importance that we put into what we consider stable. So I'm just putting that out there. Number 4, again, stability and home. 9 of Hazards, all about what makes you independent, a free thinker, a money maker, a mover and a shaker. This is also my I am a single card. I'm single. I could have a partnership, but I choose to be single. I haven't really met anyone that caused me to really feel like giving up my independence, my free thinking, all of that. Not that you give it up when you get married or a partner, but it's almost like you're saying, I haven't met anyone who's worth my time to be able to make a lot of compromises, okay? And that's perfectly fine too. Okay, what else do we have here? I'm gonna be wrapping it up. I'm watching my little puppy doll. She's hanging out for your reading here. Okay, the Fool. You want to take a chance. You want to take a chance. See? But this is going off the beaten path. This is I'm going my way. This is I'm doing things differently. This is, you know what, I'm even taking the wreath off the dead and going in a certain direction. I feel like, look at this road. It's curving this way. And this man is like, you know what, I may be dressed traditionally. I dress tonight. Let me tell you guys, I love, and obviously it should not be a shock to anybody, I love the way men used to dress in the 50s. I just love that. I love that look. I love everything about it. Probably a past life connection. But this man, he's like, I could look traditional, doesn't matter, because I enjoy me. I enjoy things the way I want to do things. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm off the beaten path. I will straight take a wreath off your grave because you don't need it anymore. These people are dead. He is not unaware of the vulture, of the buzzard behind him. But this is a new start, new beginning, and you're forging your own path, okay? I don't feel like you want that template. You don't want things that are already set in place. You kind of want to do things a little bit different. And I love that for you. 6 of Cups, I'm going to say that you may have a past love return. Somebody who is really fond of you, you were fond of them. Now, I'm going to tell you that because I'm looking at this little zombie guy right here, could have been that you had really fond feelings for this person from the past. They didn't feel the same thing about you. They just are vacant. They're enduring the embrace, but a zombie really has no feelings, no emotions. So you want to be careful with that. When they come back to you, also his hand is on the floor, if you see. So his hand is fallen. And if this person comes back to you, you want to be careful that they are willing to do things for you, do things with you, that they don't just totally endure, that they don't come in for the purpose of receiving, in other words, okay? But you want to make sure that it's a mutual give and take energy, all right? So that's the only caution there, but this is someone that used to maybe kind of be connected with, that you have fond memories with, that you perhaps, they used to live on your street, go to your school, anything like that. So those are things that could be happening for you soon. Also, Ace of Cups. Okay, this is about like I'm offering love to you. I'm offering a cup. I feel like we connect. Didn't we just talk about this earlier? We want that juiciness, that flow with the 2 of Cups, a person who gets me. And this is someone offering an intellectual cup. It's like, you know what? I think the way you do, we have the same vibe. We belong to the same tribe. We're like similar. We may look different, but we're very, very similar. And I like that for you as well. You may be feeling a little bit defensive when this comes in, and that's perfectly fine. It's okay to be a little bit defensive. You just want to kind of look around and make sure that they're offering, you know, for the right reasons. People just have shady motives, and I hate that. Enough about that. So what ancestors are coming through? What ancestors, please? And I'm pulling, okay. I'm pulling these little girls right here. Super cute. I feel like sisters from 3 generations ago. And this could have been like aunts, okay? Like 2 aunts. And I think this is just about going back into your childhood, going back into like way back when, thinking about how things were when you were naturally drawn to people. Going back to basics, like why is that? Why was that? You weren't drawn, obviously, Sag, you weren't drawn because of money, you weren't drawn because of whatever, what they had, what they own, what they look like. You just really enjoyed that juiciness of being with your friends, with your young friends, and family. And I feel like that's just kind of what these ancestors are saying, is remember why you really connect with people to begin with. And so I know I like have, I guess, sometimes worldly standards. I'm like, well, I don't want this and I want that and I don't want this and that and the other. So maybe just keeping a little bit of an eye on that. Get out of here. Okay, this guy has never come up in the reading before. You can see, I'm going to post him too. I'm going to put those two up during your the very end of your reading. So if you're interested, you could see who came out for you. But that guy literally is blowing his horn. It's almost like, well, you know, I can't toot my own horn. Somebody's to toot your own horn. Somebody's to toot your horn, sorry. I feel like there's a little mischievousness about it. So you'd be getting a lot of like compliments of late. A lot of like, oh, hey, Sag, I haven't seen you in a long time. You're looking mighty fine. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I want you to know I definitely am here for it. So what else do we have going on? Also, I feel like you could be getting that ancestor blowing the horn, that you could be getting a lot of alerts, like, you know, this ancestor is there for you and it helps you to alert you to situations, if that makes sense. Okay, another ancestor coming through. This guy right here, all about loyalty. So this one's going to be like, you know what, I'm roll up my sleeves with you and get to nitty gritty. I'm going to find out who is loyal, but he himself, if he pets a dog, he's not going to even feel it. So I feel like there might be a little bit of your ancestors checking people out for you, seeing who's really for you, if you know what that means. They're testing people's loyalty. They want to know, and they want you to know, okay, this person is like loyal, and this person is just loyal for the minute, and that's not loyalty at all. I'm going to post all of those things for you. So Sag, I am so grateful if you stuck through this whole reading. I know it's been a little bit choppy, but thank you. And with much love, I hope that you have an incredible April, and namaste.